Going on to all of my Scorpios out there. So let's get into it. I'm glad that you're here. You're all amazing. So what I have for you is the Six of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Oh wow, the Moon, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for you, Scorpios, is the Six of Swords, right? Someone's coming in. The Six of Swords usually means someone is usually going out just as fast as they're probably coming in. The Six of Swords is really something where it's like a one and done situation, or a situation where maybe you and the other person got together, but at the same time, just as quickly as you and this person got together, it's like they have to ship out again. Um, the Nine of Wands and the Moon, right? A lot of water energy, a lot of aquatic energy coming in, right? Because the Nine of Wands and the Moon is about how, so this person's coming in, but this person dealing with you, they may have, they're coming from the perspective of they don't trust you, Scorpios, right? Like they're thinking that there's always someone around that's probably going to do them dirty, and their approach with you Scorpios is way off because you Scorpios probably wasn't intending on actually being treacherous to them. You probably wasn't really trying to just use them for their body or for their money, right? You Scorpios probably more than likely really wanted to be in a relationship with them, but they didn't have any kind of common sense about this. They thought they just thought the worst of you and the worst of themselves, really the worst of themselves. They think that, they're not really worthy of being in a relationship with you or with anyone. So they automatically try to assign the flaws or yeah, like flaws that ultimately don't really, or I should say dysfunctions that don't really progress the relationship. So the Ten of Cups and the Three of Swords is you Scorpios allowing the relationship to dissolve. This person probably came, told you that they wanted to break up, and you Scorpios was like, okay, and this person was like, well, why is it so easy for you? And you Scorpios probably had to tell them it's not that it's easy for you or you don't care about them. It's just that you know they think the worst of you, right? They think the worst of you. For them, it's always a situation where you and this person can't seem to get along. You know, you and this person, when it comes time now, and the thing about it is that this isn't really a long-term relationship, or it could be a long-term relationship. But regardless of however long it is irrelevant. The idea that this person always thinks the worst of you Scorpios, right? Unfortunately, you Scorpios have shown that a lot of you deserve respect based upon your level of character and how it is that you try to be upstanding and you try to actually do the best thing, the wisest thing. And this person seems to have such a dysfunctional mindset. I'm not even going to call it negative because negativity is something else. That's a whole other form of science. But that's a whole other video for another day. But like the Three of Swords, right? The Three of Swords is a representation of how like they're kind of hurt at the fact that you Scorpios aren't more hurt about letting them go. And the reason why is because you Scorpios understand that you're not trying to force the situation. If a person isn't into you or they don't want to be with you, then that's exactly what it is. There's no point in trying to make this into something that it really doesn't have to be. The Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords now is, so now this person kind of has to, the Seven of Cups, this person kind of has to live with that. This person kind of is thinking about why didn't this really get you hurt, or why weren't you more hurt about this? and that maybe you didn't care about them at all. But this is separation time. This is when you are still not hanging out with these people. So you're still not hanging out with these people. So as a result of this, this is a situation for you where you Scorpios are not with them, but this is just something that they're thinking about. The Two of Swords is that they're still on their defensive type kick, where they're still thinking about you, but at the same time, they still have this guarded perspective, and they're going to continue to have this guarded perspective. Nine of Cups, even when they try to go into another relationship. The Eight of Wands, however, represents you Scorpios know what you want. And you Scorpios know that you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that really gives you a difficult time. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's okay to have disagreements, and ultimately you end up agreeing to disagree. But when you're in a situation where things get heated and there's no kind of problem solving happening here, that can spell trouble. And then you have the Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is um what you want is another person that has some form of character too. They want to be in a relationship with you, and they're actually good people to be around. They're actually fair to you. They're compassionate to your condition, right? That's one thing that a lot of people lack. It's the idea that it's not just them in the world. Yes, certain things have happened to them, but it's not just them. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. So to clarify the Three of Swords, we have the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, the Chariot, and the Judgment. So so obviously this relationship didn't work out. It was just a quick um, relationship, uh, or it may have been a long one. It doesn't really matter the time. Either way, it didn't work out. Um, I'm just saying that because time is relative, right? So the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords is about so again, this person is really overly thinking, why didn't it work? And it just goes to show you that this person is just they're really more trouble than what they don't really bring too much value that you Scorpios would really want to the table. They don't. Because now the High Priestess, the situation came up that the two of you are not supposed to be together. They probably brought it up to you that things didn't necessarily work out, regardless of whether you brought it up to them or they brought it up to you. You Scorpios were willing to let go because you Scorpios have been doing, again, the moon, the emotional work. You've been practicing on learning how to let go, which is one of the things that people have problems with the most is letting go. Now this person is super intrigued as to what you've got going on. And now they're in your business. So the Eight of Swords is now they want to come back and see what's going on with you. Now they may not necessarily come back, but they definitely do want to come back and see what's going on with you. There's a whole lot of curiosity there. The Chariot and the Judgment now represents this being something for you where, since this is the case, the next step is for you Scorpios to keep it moving, because you Scorpios have see you Scorpios have to understand that um once you let it go, tell them to not come back, because they're going to think that they're entitled to come back all over again. And this is not something obviously that you Scorpios should want, right? So let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. So you have the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, the Strength, and you have the Ten of Cups. So the Lovers, right? to clarify the Knight of Cups, the Lovers is about, again, you want the real thing. You want love. You want somebody that actually brings value to the table. They love you. They're compassionate towards you. They understand you. They can relate to you, right? But unfortunately, all it is that you've been getting, for the most part at least, you found that a couple of times in your life, but for the most part, you got this: the Ace of Wands and the Strength card. People who ultimately think that there's nothing wrong. You are the ones that only need to change. You are the ones that only need to get better. You are only the ones that's supposed to evolve. Everything is up to you, and they're overall not very treating you quite correctly. So you've had to learn the Ten of Cups. You've had to learn to walk away from a lot of these people, and you were right for doing so. Anybody that tries to put you down for you Scorpios doing the best thing for yourselves, especially when it comes to they're the only you being the only one that needs to change and never them, something's off. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link to my Amazon page, in which you can purchase any one of my books, as well as the link to my Instagram, as well as the link to my website, in which you can pay for any of my private services, are all in the comment section below. Thank you. Peace.